No, thank you. Trying to eat healthier.
I was until today.
Do you want to try a guessing game? See how much pellets are in the jar over there?
On my way out, yes, I will.
We'll see if he does better. There's no way he's doing better than me.
Yeah.
Fifth Dawn.
Yeah, there's
Really old
Mirrodin.
ones.
She got them in 2003, you'd say?
14 years.
She got these exactly when I got my Magic cards in like
I think that's
7th
when I
grade,
first
8th
started.
grade. Must have been a popular time for Magic.
Right?
Oh yeah, it was big.
I got into it because my boyfriend was into it. That was it.
Yep, Mirrodin, look at that. That's cool.
These deck boxes are just so sick too,
Mm-hmm.
from back in the day. Trying to
Yeah,
figure out,
the different
were
levels.
these decks? Like, did you have decks or?
Yeah, these were decks. They're pre-built decks.
Oh, the pre-built decks you buy like the store?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple pre-built ones, and then I probably bought a few boosters, maybe a couple individual cards.
Boosters are always fun.
Yeah. So you get 10 of the same card.
Yeah.
Boosters have cost me a lot of money the last couple
Yeah.
weeks. I've
Of
been buying
Mirrodin
like booster
Silver.
boxes, so that's like 36 booster packs, and it's like $110. It's fun to see this old stuff though. Let's see what there's the date on here. 2004. Yeah, you were right exactly.
About that.
It's like the symbol.
It is the Mirrodin symbol. How much we going for the box?
For just the one box?
No, just for this.
The whole box?
everything. Yeah.
About 20 bucks.
How about 10?
Okay.
You want to go 5 apiece and like split stuff later?
Sure.
All right. And then you have to guess their guessing game as well.
All right.
That's a quarter, guys. That's a quarter.
We have change if you need it.
Gotta learn some magic tricks, so you might make your way up to $1.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you
You
are.
have to guess how many, like, it's like they have like pogs in the middle.
Pogs.
Pogs. Now that's another.
Happily, that was my parents' money and not my money.
25 cents.
Oh god.
All right.
You're giving me a clue.
My clue's pointing this way.
What is going on, YouTube? White here, once again, with Archangel Favison. Should I?
I like it.
Should I not?
I like
or should
it.
I not? Or should we save it for the other channel?
No, I think that was good. Just have magic.
Just magic
related.
themed ones. We
Yeah.
can do it for years.
Think about there's a lot of cards.
First day ever magic hunting at garage sales. For those that don't know, we do this all the time but for video games.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've ever done it with magic, and we went to like 7 garage sales and had this one pretty big find. So far so good.
It was a magical day of game hunting. No? Too far? Too much of a reach?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't far enough. It was too easy, so it didn't quite pan out. But the find we got was pretty awesome, pretty good value, and pretty cool that it's old.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like this is from a couple years ago. This is Mirrodin and stuff. So
This is stuff
from
like when I first started playing Magic.
2000. Me too. Like
Didn't know
2003.
I didn't know the rules yet, so we just kind of made them up.
Yeah.
But,
It's kind of like Pokemon cards when I was in elementary school. We just kind of collected them. We didn't exactly play.
Yep.
But let's jump into this lot. She wanted $20, which I thought was pretty cheap. I thought she was going to ask for a lot of money.
Yeah.
I countered with 10 because most of the time,
Most of the time, the cards aren't really worth anything, especially the old ones, just because a lot of the more valuable cards are going to be in standard, because those are the cards that are going to be in play a lot. So it's kind of hit or miss in the past. Of course, there are lots
there's
of
some sets.
cards.
Crazy. There's some sets where the most valuable card is $6, and then there's like Alpha, where every card is worth like over 1,000, like for the top 10. But this was a pretty good hit. A lot of Fifth Dawn and a lot of Mirrodin, which is a pretty big hit. Why don't we jump in? Go ahead and jump in. First, we'll talk about the deck boxes here. You guys can see 2. That one's Fifth Dawn as well, correct?
Yes.
2 pre-made Fifth Dawn deck boxes, nuts and bolts, and you have infantry. What's yours called?
Special Forces deck.
Special Forces, and I don't think these decks are quite complete here. I think she's lost some of the cards, but these deck boxes are awesome.
They are really cool.
And I miss when Magic had the expert level thing. The little like...
They had like beginner, advanced, expert.
Right.
I liked these because they made it more accessible to people that were just getting into the game.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to start out with beginner decks, which had strategies that weren't so complex,
Right.
then you could start out that way and just work your way up with the decks, which was really cool. That's what I liked about the past. The nice thing about the newer pre-built decks is that they come with booster packs.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. It kind of teaches you how to not only use the deck, but how to add to it immediately.
Right. And I feel
really
like they're balanced, especially if you get the 2 dual decks. They're pretty balanced to play like close, fun games against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So just like a booster pack, we have the uncommons and rares. We're going to get into these in a minute. And I guess we'll jump into the commons. The commons are just kind of out of order, not based on their set or anything. So I'm going to kind of fly through these and get us to the values. Leonin Elder, Arrest, both from Mirrodin. A Mountain, Great Furnace. You said these were popular at the time. The artifact lands, essentially. Wizard Replica. Mirror Quadropot. Trinket Mage. White Border Mountain. Goblin Brawler. Stasis Cocoon. Advanced Hoverguard. Crack Clan Ogre. Ogre Leadfoot. The art is on point. Spitting Gorna. Unique. Leonin Squire.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Leonin
Sprouting
cards.
Vines. A Swamp. Forest. Cool white border. Chromatic Sphere. Slagworm Armor. Steel Wall. Seat of Synod.
Yeah, artifact land.
Crackling Imp. Veridin Scout. Swamp. Reaping the Graves.
That's a cool looking card.
That is a
I
cool
love the art.
artwork. Sunbeam Spellbomb. Another Mirror Quadra. Deconstruct. Wow, that's
Return
really
artifact.
good.
And then it had
And add 3
3.
mana, and it costs 3 to cast, so it's
That's
just
cool.
free destroy artifact. Tree Spring Lorien, Chromatic Sphere, Sky Hunter Prowler,
Yodian Soldier.
that is really cool. It looks kind of like
That's
Ant-Man.
really cool.
Consume Spirit, another Leonin Squire, Goblin Replica, and Krosan Drover from a bunch of different random sets. Go ahead and hop in with the...
Oh, as I move the camera completely, there we go. Still good? Alright, cool. So we got Silver Mirror, Armed Response, Roar of the Ka, Frogmite, Forest, Island, another Chromatic Sphere, Plains, Swamp. Let's just go ahead and get through all these. Ancient Den, more white border lands. What I try to do whenever I'm building a deck is try to mix up the lands as much as I can from different blocks just to make it look kind of cool.
I like to get the oldest, the older the better.
Yeah.
I just want to go all alpha lands for one.
Viridian Longbow, Leaden Mirror, a bunch of old mana. So this is why you don't pay a lot for these big lots, because it could just be all mana. Dross Crocodile.
No, 10. I almost look at it as a $10 booster pack with unlimited upside.
Yeah.
It could be thousands of dollars or it could be worthless,
You
but
never
it's
know.
$10. We know we're spending 10 only, so it's not bad. Considering I've spent $300 on booster packs in the last like week.
Tranquil Thicket. And the cool thing about this, it does have the cycling effect, so you can pay 1 forest and just throw it away and draw a card. Slagworm Armor, another Consume Spirit. Fierce Empath.
Put it over to the left a bit more. There you go.
Opaline Bracers. Sawtooth Thresher. Dragon Fangs.
Perfect.
Raise the Alarm. That's actually been reprinted, I believe.
A lot of these have been reprinted a bunch of times.
Leonin Elder, Leonin Squire, Lumengrid Warden, Turn to Dust.
with that art, with that artwork.
So, look at the thing's
On point.
face. Into Thin Air. All these. Raise the Alarm. Disarm. A lot of things about these were also equipment based, which was kind of cool.
The whole deck is equipment based. Nuts and bolts.
Ariok Glaive Master. Dross Crocodile. Oh, that one looks cool.
I love it.
Sky Hunter Prowler. Steel Wall. Goblin Striker.
I love that
That
artwork.
looks so cool.
I gotta really give
Look at
Wizards of the
those.
Coast props for thousands of different land illustrations. They could have been lazy and just had one or two.
And they just keep changing with every set,
It's
and I
so
love it.
impressive.
Tangle Spider. Dream's Grip. So that's pretty cool.
Let's knock out the common so we can get to the sauce. Instructions, I actually fancy a read through of
That's
this
kind of cool.
later on. Dross Crocodile, Island, Titanic Bullbox, Whisper Silk Cloak, Moriok Scavenger,
I have a foil one of those.
Gold Myrrh, Bone Splitter, horrific. Tel Jed, Life Breather, Tel Jalad, Annual, Reign of Rust, Yodian Soldier, Krosan Drover, Sawtooth Thrasher, Sylvoke Explorer, Sun-Touched Mirror, Foil, Tel Jalad Exile, Mir Salvator, Sprouting Vines, Pewter Golem, Screaming Fury, Terror, Accelerated Mutation.
Oh my god.
Instant Speed, Slagworm Armor, Linen Bola, Dragon Fangs, creepy art, Spitting Gorna,
Volshok.
Bullshot Gauntlets,
That's kind of cool.
Stand Firm, Leaden Myrrh, Silver Myrrh, Myrrh Moon Vessel, Trinket
A
Mage,
lot of Murs.
Fierce Epitaph, Vicious Betrayal, Tyrannex, Leon Squire, Aether Spellbomb,
That's cool.
Lose Hope,
Lose Hope.
Werewood Guardian, Ogre Leadfoot, Thermal Navigator, another Tyrannex, Chimney Imp, Dross Crocodile, Razorgrat Screen, like that art a lot, Titanic Bullvox, Accelerated Mutation, Conjurer's Bauble, Healer's Headdress, another Healer's Headdress, Dragon Shadow, Verdant Joiner, Wizard Replica, Accelerated Mutation, Goblin War Wagon.
I have one of those.
Fucking art. Fill with Fright, Trinket Mage, Chromatic Sphere, Pentad Prism, Somber Hoverguard, Fierce Epitaph, Mirror Quadruped, Leaden Mirror, two of them, Conjurer's Bauble, and Werewood Guardian. So let's get into the exciting part. Any cards worth over $1, I will show the card art and what the value is, just so we can kind of jump through it. Plus, I don't know what the value is on a lot of these off the top of my head. I know some of them. I know this card has quite a bit of value. Skull Clamp. And I remember the creepy ass artwork of this, where it's like a spider on the back of the guy's head.
Oh my
it's like
God.
the Matrix.
That's what it looks like. It's like he's plugging into
This
the
one's like the
Matrix.
Matrix. The other one's way creepier though. It's like a spider from Alien on the back of this guy's head. Emissary of Despair. Murderous Spoils. Another Emissary of Despair. Paralyzed, which is from an old set because it doesn't
Wow.
doesn't even
I didn't
have
see the block on
doesn't
there.
have the block written on it. And then from the 6th edition, Call of the Wild. So for 4 mana, you can reveal a creature card from the top of your library and put it straight into play. So if a big fatty green deck, it might be decent.
So, Kurgadon. Chill Haunting. Look at that. Elvish Aberration. Another Elvish Aberration. Another Chill Haunting. Temple of
Love
the
that
False
name.
God. That's pretty cool. Adds 2 to your mana pool. That's interesting. Kurgadon. Root Elemental. Final Punishment. Oh my god.
Macabre art.
And then Temple of the False God.
Another one.
It's weird. You have to have 5 land already to be able to do that too.
It's weird. Jumping into your set, your favorite set, Mirrodin. Nuisance Engine.
Megatog.
Megatog.
That is creepy looking.
Barter in Blood. This is probably nostalgic as hell for you. Another Barter in Blood. Forge Armor. Ornithopter.
That's
Foil
sick.
Forest from Mirrodin. I'm definitely going to let you have that because this set's kind of valuable to you. Nostalgic. Slith Bloodletter. A foil uncommon.
That's pretty cool.
And that is beautiful foil art. Fantastic. Serum Tank. Actually, this looks like the
emblem
the
on there,
emblem.
yeah.
Sword of Caldra. Decently valuable card, worth probably about $6. Sun Droplet.
I had that in one of my decks actually.
Kind of actually pretty creepy art when you think about it.
Yeah.
Another Ornithopter. Tower of Aeons. 9 mana and tap for 10 life. I guess it's really trolly if we were playing like a 3-headed giant that started to drag on.
Oh, you
just
only
play
need
that
8
every
actually. 8 and 10 life. That's
yeah, 8 and 10 life.
every single time.
Loxodon Warhammer. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 as trample. Whenever it deals damage, you gain that much life. So lifelink. 3 to play and 3 to equip. Not bad.
Pretty cool. Oh, I thought we were done. Wow.
Oh no.
No,
we're far from done. The sauce is coming up.
Smother. It'd be funny if there's like a pillow on his head.
Huh.
Gluttonous Zombie. Symbiotic Beast. Look at that thing. Oh, wow. That's cool looking.
That's beautiful.
That is a cool looking forest.
Foiled. Is that normal? Do they always foil? I thought they foiled
This
part
actually,
usually.
This might be a promo card. So that's really cool.
So
Usually that
rare.
means promo. Symbiotic Beast. Venom Spout Brachus.
What set is that with like spider emblem? I was trying to figure that out.
I
earlier.
don't remember.
This is Fifth Dawn.
Yeah.
Magnetic Theft. Clark Clan Ironworks. Arachnoid. Pharopede. Shattered Dreams.
Sounds like my life.
Gemstone Array. Steel Shaper's Gift. It's a pretty good card. Remember, artifacts were huge back in the day. A Rock Wind Waker. I know there's an Arok card from the set that's worth a lot of money. I thought this was it when I first looked at it. It's not. But pretty cool. I don't even want to try to pronounce that.
Quamlox? I don't know. Squid thing.
Salvaging Station. Cool. Vanquish. Always nice to see white instants. That's pretty cool. Solarion. Sunburst with a 1/1 counter for each color of mana used to pay its cost. And then tap to double the number so that can get big fast. Sky Hunter Skirmisher. Flying double strike, but it's only a 1/1. Disappointing. Energy Chamber. Synod Centurion. Devour in Shadows.
That looks cool. Love the art in that one.
This is a card I have a full playset with, and I never realized it was kind of valuable. Eternal Witness. When it comes into play, return target from the creature from the graveyard to your hand.
That's pretty cool.
Probably about a $6 card. It has some decent value. Devour in Shadow. Arachnoid. Synod Centurion. Plasma Elemental. Iriok Salvagers. Where we had one of those. Acquire.
This one's so weird.
Such a funny card. Put it on to play under your control. Eben Drake. 2 of them. Another Plunge into Darkness. Sacrifice any number of creatures you gain 3 life for each creature sacrificed. Pay X life and look at that top X amount of your cards on on top of your library. Put one of your cards into your hand and remove the rest from the game. Fold into the Ether. Plasma Elemental. 4/1 unblockable, but 6 drop, expensive. Razormane Masticore.
First strike, 5/5.
Ensouled Scimitar. An equipment with quite a bit of utility. Another Still Shaper's Gift. Quamalox.
Another Salvager.
Ariox Salvagers, 2 of them. And Blasting Station, rounding off the final.
There's
In
one more
style.
behind it, actually.
Yep. And the find of the lot. Vedalken Shackles. This has definitely been reprinted because I remember this having different art. You may choose to untap Vedalken Shackles during your untap step. Pay 2, tap, gain control of target creature with power less than or equal to the number of islands you control, as long as this card remains tapped.
So just keep it tapped, and then you control.
So this is the find of the lot, though.
How much is that one worth?
For sure, this is the $18 card.
We need to get that in a sleeve.
Valuable card. It's like top for Fifth Dawn. This is like in the top 5 value wise, so it's pretty good. It easily paid for the lot. That's why this is fun. We could easily sell this and keep all these other cards for free, but I think we should keep the valuable cards, much like we keep kind of the valuable video games and we sell a lot of the shovelware. We do the opposite of what you should do, but really fun lot, a ton of value, a bunch of cards that are worth over $1. We paid $10. The challenge we're going to have with this, I think, is getting these lots for cheap.
Yeah.
Because she said 20 today, which was awesome. She was awesome. We settled on 10, which is even better. But I think in the future we're going to have trouble. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We're running out of time here. Leave a thumbs up and a comment for sure if you saw anything we missed, anything of value. And we will be back as soon as we get another find. This is a lot of fun. It makes yard selling a lot funner to have
this
a
is
second
another thing to look for, yeah.
Another second thing to look for. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We're out. Take care.